78% of buyers go to whoever responds first. The average business takes 42 hours to respond. 42 hours. So I built a system that responds in 30 seconds flat. I'm going to show you how it works and what it's doing for pest control companies right now and how you can implement it today. Most pest control companies have the same problem. It's not the leads, it's whatever happens after the lead comes in. So you're running an ad, someone fills out a form, and then your receptionist is reaching out to them on email, maybe calling them a couple hours later. Your tech is on a job and somebody doesn't call them for about 3 hours or so. People want to get these pest problems solved immediately. The homeowner's already going to book with someone else who is actually responding to them within 2 minutes. It doesn't matter the day, it doesn't matter the time, it doesn't matter if it's a weekend or anything like that. So today I'm going to show you how to fix that permanently. Meta ads for lead generation plus an AI powered follow up system that contacts leads within 30 seconds. It can happen over text, email, call notifications to your team, and it's all automated. I'm Marshall with SSG Marketing, and let's build this right now. All right, so let's go over some numbers real quick so you can kind of see how crucial speed to lead is. So if you're not contacting a lead within 5 minutes, your chance of closing them drops by 80%, which leads to a 20% close rate left just after 5 minutes. Isn't that insane? And we already said the average response time of a typical business is 42 hours. And 73% of those leads are never contacted because they're lost before a conversation even starts. So we're taking 100 leads that you get, and after 5 minutes, you're left with 27. And then after that, you're reaching actually 18 of them. And then 7 of those 100 leads convert into jobs. So your total conversion rate is 7%, which is not great. And that's not going to be profitable. So we implement the system in order to boost your total conversion rate. Like I said at the start, 78% of buyers go with the first company that responds. It doesn't matter if they're the cheapest, doesn't matter if they have the best reviews. It's the person who's actually going to pick up the phone and be the fastest to help them solve their issues. So if you're spending money on ads, but your response time is measured in hours instead of seconds, you're paying to send leads to your competitors, literally. So now let's look at it on the flip side. If you respond within 1 minute versus 30 minutes, your conversion increases by 391%. So without speed, you're closing 1 in 10 leads. And then with a 30-second response, you're closing 4 in 10 leads. And it's all with the same ad spend. So this is just a simple meta ads lead engine that I start all of my clients on. We start with 50-day budget. We do Facebook lead forms with high intent. We have a cost per lead between 20 and 30 per lead in the off season, and then the top markets. And once we're running in peak season, we drop between 10 and 13, which is great. And we run pest specific ads. So we're targeting cockroaches, spiders, ants, mosquitoes, rodents, termites. Whatever you want to focus on, that's what we're targeting. And that's what we can push the algorithm to find those leads for you in your specific area. So here's the 30-second follow-up system that you need to implement today. When someone submits a form, this is what fires. It's an automated text that says, hey, first name, this is company name. We got your request about pest type. We have availability this week. What day works best for you? Something super simple like that. And then we send them an automated email with their company info, reviews, our guarantee, and a link to self-schedule on there as well. Your reps are instantly notified as well. So your next available sales rep gets a notification, whether that's text, email, phone, or in the CRM, because the round robin distribution lead goes to the next rep automatically and no one has a checklist and there's no cherry picking leads or anything like that. And then once that happens, the rep calls the lead as well. So we're hitting them on 3 different touch points within 15 minutes. And that's how you win. And that's how you go from a 10% close rate to a 30% close rate with ads. But what if they don't answer? We have a lot of leads that don't answer. Day 1, we're going to send them a second text with a different angle. Day 2, we're going to follow up with another call and another text. Day 3, we're going to email them with social proof. We're going to call them again and we're going to send them another text. Day 5, we're going to send them a text asking if they're still dealing with that pest. And day 7 is our final follow-up attempt, because by now the pest either disappeared, they went with somebody else, or they just don't have that issue and it's not top of mind anymore. We implement this just to boost the conversion rates even more, because yes, some people forget and some people go out of town. This generates more sales from the leads that you've already paid for as well. And that leads me into number 6, which is day 30. It's the re-engagement text campaign problem. We say, did you get your pest problem taken care of, or do you still need help? That's what we say to them, and that's what we say to the dead leads that we've never heard from as well. This does the same exact thing. It gets more sales from leads that you've already paid for. All right, so this is something that can pull you ahead of every competitor in your market, because I guarantee none of them are doing this. You're going to use an AI text responder. So when you're using this, it's going to get an instant answer and it's going to pre-qualify the lead and it's going to get the lead ready to book. And the best part about it is it works 24/7 on 9 p.m. on a Saturday, 5 p.m. on a Sunday, especially when your reps aren't in the office. So you can cover all 24 hours of the day, 7 days a week. So the example we have here is, how much do you charge? The lead asks. The AI responds instantly and says pricing, service area, availability, and then it pushes to the self-scheduling bot as well. From there, we get them on the calendar and we get the technicians there, and that's just the thing that we've seen work the best. So none of this means anything if we don't track anything. So every week, you're going to look at 4 numbers. You're going to look at the leads that are generated, how many people submitted a form. You're going to look at the cost per lead, how much you paid for each one of those. You're going to look at the jobs booked. So how many of them actually became appointments and actually paid? This is your cost per customer. And then you're going to look at your ROAS. So your revenue that was booked from your jobs divided by your ad spend. So it's your return on ad spend and how much you're returning per month per booked job. We're old school and we track all this in a Google Sheet. Our client sees it in real time and we review it together each and every single week. So this past week, they spent $3,500 on ads. They got 180 leads and they got 80 that became booked jobs. And the revenue was $4,200. It's a 12x return. Those are things that you can't teach. So here are just some sample numbers that we track from very low spend. So $350 of ad spend generated 18 leads. And from those 18 leads, we got 8 booked jobs and we got $4,200 in revenue from a single campaign in a single week. So then our ROAS was 12x because we 12x'd our ad spend there. Our floor is a 3x to a 2.5x ad spend ROAS, and then our scale target is a 5x ROAS. Well, that's the full system for you. That's how we get meta ads generating us leads from $15 to $30 each. That's how we send out automated texts. That's how we use AI to handle responses and common questions 24/7. That's how we get your team to call within 15 minutes. And that's the full 7-day nurture sequence for anyone who doesn't book immediately, alongside the weekly ROAS that makes sure every dollar is working properly. So if you want the system done for you, I specifically work on ads and the automations, AI, and the tracking. It's all fully built and managed by me and my team, and the results are guaranteed. So if I don't get you 2.5 return on your ROAS, then you're not going to pay me. There's zero risk there. So I'm going to drop my call link in the description and you can book a call. Just know that there are limited spots available because I am only tied to certain areas. I am not going to run ads in areas that I already have clients in, especially for pest control. So hit the subscribe button for more real campaign breakdowns just to see what's working right now. And I will see you in the next one.